welcome back. I know I said last time I'd try and make a new one every Monday. I think I'm gonna go every other Monday just because my life is so uneventful. There needs to be something to actually talk about in between weeks, so probably every other week. That being said, I hope your past 2 weeks were okay. Mine were overall pretty okay. Emotionally up and down and anxiety and fuck all that shit. Last Saturday I went skydiving. That's a whole different story. That was fucking awesome. My husband thinks I'm insane, and now he's using the excuse, if you can jump out of an airplane, you don't need to have anxiety about this and that and the other thing. And I just told him, fuck you. Told my therapist what he thinks. She kind of agreed, but, it's a little bit of really kind of listen to your wife. Not so much, but his thing is, if you can jump out of an airplane at 14,000 feet, you don't need to have anxiety about leaving the house. It's like, one I can control, one I can't. I'm not afraid of heights, ergo, jump out of an airplane. I'm afraid of other completely irrational things, ergo, Xanax. Sometimes you can control it, sometimes you can't, and with the anxiety, I can't fucking control it. I mean, I woke up last Sunday after, jumping Saturday, not being able to stop just the random thought process of dwelling on one thing that hasn't even happened. So, and I told him, I'm having, the thoughts won't stop. And he's, well, if you can jump at it. I'm like, no, you just fucking stop right there. So that's been a thing. There's holes in my sock. I like these socks. There's holes in my sock. It's been a thing. And then this past weekend, the whole week, it's, it's a week, whatever. He and my daughter had Martin Luther King Day off because the past week is okay. Friday I had to take my daughter to the dentist to have a tooth taken out. She did really good. Usually in the past, if she has to have dental work done, we had to put her under this time because she's 8 years old. She's like, Mommy, I don't like feeling nauseous when I come out of the anesthesia. So I'm just gonna do it like normal. And they did. They just numbed her up, ripped it out, and she's looked like a chipmunk for the past couple of days. But she did so good. I'm so proud of her. So we were going down to San Diego this weekend anyway. So she likes her little dolls that there's only a store in San Diego in like El Segundo or something. So we're going down there. Anyway, she got a new one because she was so good with something that she's completely terrified of. And my husband was going to one of his friends. He got married recently, so they were having their little reception thing. So I got to spend the night in a Motel 6 that, can you tell I look so enthusiastic about, in El Cajon. And if you're not familiar, picture like the ghetto of San Diego, North County. With my daughter, who was in pain and refused to take pain medication because she's a little badass like her mother. And, I shit you not, I fell asleep, with a pocket knife in my hand, like curled up, like this. My daughter climbs in bed with me. I almost pulled a knife on my child. Like, I didn't flick it open, but it turned around. Oh, it's you. Okay. With her little chipmunk face. And then trying to get back in the motel room, my husband had to call me because something about a deadbolt and it's you had to flick the thing and you can't open it with the key card and some bullshit. So I'm not even close to awake. It's like 10 o'clock or something. And I go and I open the door and I flick my knife open. He better be my husband. I'm like, okay, all right, I'll let you in. Because it's El Cajon. It's right off the fucking freeway. You can hear, you can hear the freeway because it's literally right out the parking lot. And then people are walking up and down, on the balcony or whatever, hollering and some shit. You never know what's going on. It's okay. I'm alone here with my child, if something were to happen, there's this gap in between the usually like the draft blocker things that I can't brain as to what they're called right now, like the seal, if you will, on a door did not exist on this door. So you could literally see almost outside. I mean, there was like that little lip of door jamb. But I'm alone in a motel room in El Cajon, which, you know, my husband grew up there, so it's not like it's horrible, but, you know, he didn't grow up in a motel off the side of the freeway where, like, I saw a couple people and it's like, what are you cooking in your room there? You know, we look a little sketchy. And I'm by myself with a child. You know, I'm the mama bear as it is. You fuck with my child, you're gonna end up hurting real bad for a long while. You ain't gonna get up from that fight. But, you know, I'm like that as it is. You know, I'm with my child, and, you know, in a normal fight, I'll fuck you up, and you're gonna get up limping. You wanna fuck with me when I'm with my kid, you're not getting up. You're living, but you're not getting up. You're gonna be, you know, in a hospital a long while. You know, and I'm not the only one out there that'll, you know, fight to the death for your child. That's a mom thing. But so that was fun. Pissed him off severely because I just kept bitching. It's like, you know, here and this and that, and you get to actually go have fun and see friends that you haven't seen in a while. You know, and I get to, you know, we tried walking around the mall down there. She tripped out at a 2-story Walmart, though. That was fun for her. Like, you want to go in the Disney store? Or you want to go in the 2-story Walmart? She goes, dumb on me, the Walmart. I'm like, we're always in a Walmart. But this one's 2 stories. She tripped out at escalators. You know, I'm like, okay, it's new for you, let's go. But then she was tired and wanted to go back to the room. It's like, all right, it's 6 o'clock. And then I asked her, are you hungry? No, I'm not hungry yet. Okay, do you want to go back to the room? Yes. Gets in her pajamas, then tells me she's hungry. Luckily, we had, like, you know, because she can't eat so good, she ended up eating a whole tortilla for dinner and some goldfish. And I'm like, okay, well, I feel like a horrible mother now because, you know, that's not dinner. I ended up not eating dinner because, you know, she didn't want to go back out. It's like, all right, I'm pissed. Fucking I ain't gonna eat. And when I don't eat, I turn into a rage monster. Glasses are dirty. Brand new fucking glasses are dirty. I don't want to scrub them. I can see well enough without them. That scares me. I'm tired. So this was my weekend. How was yours? Probably better than mine. Yeah, I know. Spending time with my daughter, that was cute because we sat in the bed and we cuddled and, you know, watched movies and all that. And then I didn't sleep for shit, so I was a zombie yesterday. And then zombie, you know, coupled with pissy, coupled with pissy husband. You know, at least Kendra's fine now. I mean, she's still a little swollen, but she's happy. Long story short, it's been okay. Emotionally, it's anxiety's back up. Not pretty bad, but it's back up there. I've been needing more Xanax than not. Like, I only take it maybe twice a day if I have to, because I hate being on it. But having to actually take it twice a day is driving me insane. But, you know, if you can jump out of an airplane, it's not something I was afraid of. That's something you're afraid of. And then Kendra started using it. She tried once. She's like, well, Mommy, if you can jump out of an airplane, it's like, don't start with me. Just don't start with me. Fucking pigeons are back. Yeah, go away. Little motherfuckers like to live under my solar panels, right above my bedroom. Then start going off, like, early in the morning. I mean, I get up around about 6:30 anyway, because I get my daughter to school. They'll start at, like, 5. And just, motherfucker! We've put up chicken wire. We've put up probably just the chicken wire is what we've started. We started with the chicken wire. They ended up busting their way through. So come spring, when they get, really loud and annoying, and like 4 or 5 of them come back, I'm climbing up on the second story and doing something. I don't know what, but I'm staring at them at the streetlight right now. They're sitting on top of the streetlight, taunting me. I'm gonna get up on the second story and do something. I don't know. I figured out with my husband. Figure out what the fuck to do with these goddamn birds. It's really the only thing annoying. I'm still waiting for winter. It's gotten down to literally freezing, in the morning and take Kendra to school, and it's, thermometer in the truck will say 32, 31, 33. It's literally at, if not a couple above freezing, which if I don't bring gloves with me makes the steering wheel hard to grip. Good thing for seat warmers. Because I hate the heater in my face, but it'd be like lower. I hate it on my face, but I can't just. It takes about 5 minutes, maybe, to get to school. Because there's an elementary school, down a couple of streets from where we are. But she started over there. I love the staff and everything over there. So inter-district transfer, and she's staying at that school until she graduates from 6th grade. And I don't care that I have to drive her every morning. I could just walk her to school here. Sorry. But I love that school over there. With the freezing in the morning, though, I'm waiting for winter. It's Southern California, but it's the desert in Southern California. The high desert. So it's not like, Arizona type desert. We're up quite an elevation. I think the last time, it rained for a couple of days, and that's my favorite kind of weather is, pouring rain, totally dark sky. It's a beautiful thing. And that's about the closest we got to winter so far. And it's the 28th of January. It's my best friend's birthday today. I called her already. And raining is about all we've gotten so far. I'm still waiting for it to be actually cold. I don't expect snow every year. I think the last time it snowed was 2012, 13. So it's been about 4 or 5 years, give or take. But cold would be nice. I haven't had an excuse to bust out the hat and the scarf yet. Okay, I wore my Slytherin scarf a couple of times, but that's because I could. Because I'm a huge nerd. Kendra wore her Hufflepuff, so she insists because I'm going into school today that I wear my Slytherin. Because she loves matching. It's like, represent your Hogwarts house. So when she turns 11, we're going to get her officially sorted. Because I told her, so it doesn't count till you're 11. But I like being a Hufflepuff. Well, it doesn't count till you're 11. So you be a Huffle till you're 11, and then we're going to figure out what you are. She'll probably stay a Huffle. She's a Huffle. Definitely. She's too nice to not be a Hufflepuff. Me, I'm just sarcastic, sadistic bitch. Ergo, Slytherin. They get a bad rep, though. Slytherins aren't all Malfoy. He was just misunderstood. And a dick. Anyway. It hasn't been cold enough to warrant anything more than a jacket and boots. If I wear the boots, I can wear my Pennywise boots for about a month off and on after Halloween. And since then, wear the chucks. What's the point of, if it's not cold enough, why bust out boots? So, still waiting for winter. Emotionally, it's been, up and down here or there. Mostly anxiety. Okay, completely anxiety. Depression's been, relatively level. I haven't had a whole, want to rip the world apart anger episode recently. It's been... Sorry. It's been the anxiety. I don't know why I keep staring out the window. It's just there. You know how it goes. Talk to you, stare out the window. I have that problem. Can't make eye contact. It's just weird for me, even if it's a camera. But, just to counteract the anxiety, which doesn't really help so much if I'm sitting here by myself. I have a TV in here. I'm in the craft room. I have a TV in here that I stole from the garage because he ain't using it down there. And I'll turn on. I like a couple of narrators on YouTube. So, I'll turn him on and I've gone through probably all of his stories so far. And I'll sit here and I've been coloring. I filled 2 books, like sketchbooks. I'm working on my 3rd of just Disney characters. Draw a character, color it in. Draw a character, color it in. And if I said, pretty good if I can toot my own horn. I hate my own work, but I've sent it to, took pictures, texted them to a friend of mine who's an artist as well, and she's like, oh my god, that's so good. I'm like, okay, so you'll approve. We're good. All right. My favorite is let me find her. I did Yzma from Emperor's New Groove, and quite frankly, she's my favorite one I've done, because she came out looking almost exactly like Yzma. I like it. That whole book is full of villains. Like the first, 15, 20 pages is all my horror movie guys that I'm going to put on that canvas, so they're just rough sketches. Everything else is my villains. The other book is, princesses that came out looking like they ran into a wall, so I've redone them a couple of times. Sidekicks. These guys are more sidekicks, and then I just finished Mickey Mouse, and I hate Mickey Mouse. So, the original 6, Mickey, Minnie, Donald, all them. Which, I can't stand most of them, but whatever. Some Nightmare characters that I started with. I do the rest of them back here. It's just to counteract the anxiety that I know I would have anyway. This helps keep my mind focused enough because I'm such a critic on myself. So, if it doesn't come out right, I've gone through so many erasers. I had to eventually steal Kendra's and it was a lot bigger than this when I started, because I've gone through 3, if not 4, pencil erasers. Just, it's a lot of colors, it's a lot of pictures. But, I'm a critic on myself. Really, really, my husband can attest to this. Jeffrey knows. I can finish something huge, I really like the Doom Hammer. I did, I've done the Doom Hammer, I love the Doom Hammer. I've done Gorehell, I fucking love Gorehell. The swords I made from Game of Thrones, before I got, Hulk angry and smashed them all, which I want to make them out of wood at least, make them better. Making Longclaw, it came out pretty cool. Just the pommel itself, I made a wolf. It could have been so much better, though. When I finished it, it was like, oh my god, that's cool. Look what I did. I made ice. Ice was fucking massive, and I made them to specs, too. You get on, it was a Valyrian steel, and they build them to show specifications, their actual, they'll make, or blacksmith. And, I loved ice when I finished it, and then, a couple months later, I'm looking at it going, god, that looks like shit. I'm my own worst critic. Everybody's, oh my god, that's so cool. That looks so awesome. I asked Jeffrey about it. He's like, that's really good, but I know you're gonna hate it in like a month. Never tell your spouse they're right. He knows. He watches this. And I know I'm right. I'm always right. It's like, oh yeah, you're Jeffrey. You're always right, aren't you? Don't tell him, but he usually is. He just doesn't want to believe me when I'm right. Because I know some shit too. Anyway, so erasers. And I've got to, because I'm my own worst enemy. Which every time I say it, I say that and then I think of that Lit song from like the early 2000s. And then it goes through my head and it's stuck in my head all day long. So, anxiety. That's about it lately. Now that I've rambled. Which is, it's the whole point of these videos, just ramble. Which is why nobody watches them. Because I ramble. I think, honestly, there's one of you, if not two, because I don't know, there's like 4 or 5 people maybe that watch these. I know one of you is not family because totally random person that I totally appreciate, and you know who you are. Another one, I don't even know who it is. And then there's my husband and my best friend and somebody else's family that I'm completely spacing on right now. And I'm not going to sit here and think about it because it'll take too long. Hopefully, eventually, it'll get somewhere, but, I'm like the biggest pessimist, so, sit here and I'm negative on myself. Well, yeah, nobody's going to watch it. I don't care. It's like an extra therapy session, if you will, because I can only see mine every couple of weeks. And even then, I get in there and I'm a little too positive for being in therapy. Come home and, what'd you talk about with your therapist? Well, it's like you go in there and you sugarcoat everything, and you're in there to basically break down and build yourself back up again. If I were to go to therapy immediately after having a massive crisis, that'd be different. It's like I don't see myself getting anywhere with this, but I like her. She's an awesome therapist. Anyway, now that I've rambled, I'm gonna go because I have. Actually, I'm supposed to be. There's no clock in here. My clock. I'm looking at you. I'm supposed to go into school and help Kendra's teacher today at about 9, and I have no clue what time it is right now. So, probably color for a little bit more than going to school. Come home, sit here and color till I have to pick her up. Because I have no life. So, anyway. Hope your couple of weeks were good. Probably see you again in a couple of weeks. That way I have something to ramble about. And I hope you're good.